I am not my breath. I am not even my body. I move beyond my mind. I move beyond thinking. I move beyond even a single thought. And I invite Samuel and my guides to speak through me. Welcome back. Dear ones, he has spent much time with us this afternoon. He was led to find a guided meditation from one of his instructors at Arthur Findlay that he brought home last year. Dear ones, I so often tell you how you are loved beyond measure. Today, we wish to share a healing with you, dear ones. Earlier today, I showed him a vision of a rose-colored vessel shaped like a big heart. It is large, dear ones. There is a spout that rises from the center and goes up. Visualize this, dear ones. There is a leather strap attached at the very base and around the top of the neck. I have been with him for a very long time, assisting him as a healing angel. This vessel is filled with a shimmering emerald green translucent liquid that when you see it poured has a golden sheen on the surface. Now picture yourself drinking from that vessel, and as you drink, that golden green healing balm flows into your heart, and from your heart that golden green spreads into your entire vessel. The healing energies flow through every cell in your body. The golden sheen washes across your skin. Now, visualize all of you standing in a circle like when you started tonight, holding hands, and that golden emerald green flowing all through you and all through the circle. And we ask you for a special favor. His friend Lynette, his grandson, her grandson, Aaron, stands in the middle of the circle with you. Multiple injuries he suffered today, multiple broken bones. You see Sarah. You see me holding that vessel and filling this young man up with this healing energy that is fortified by your very presence here. Do not focus on his injuries, dear one. Focus on him being whole, healthy, and healed, as you all are. We thank you, dear ones. Thomas here. He still is unprepared when I show up. I still startle him. We so appreciate your efforts. And sharing your healing with one another and sharing it with that young man. Do not you realize, as Sarah has told you so very many times, you are loved beyond measure? And that very same love can be used to heal dear ones. Know this. Interesting start to the night, dear ones? We kind of surprised him with this one. He learned things today in that meditation. Samuel and Sarah and Raphael are part of his healing team. The second group of guides he was introduced to. Wisdom, philosophy, Samuel and Thomas. Sarah also. And the one in the purple robe. One thing he noticed, Samuel is closest to him, then Sarah, then Thomas. The man in the purple robe is off in the distance. His energy is felt. In time, dear ones, you will hear from him. Colors were associated. Samuel and Thomas are soft white. Sarah is a billowy, comforting, soft white with golden hues that flash all over it. The one in the purple robe is a golden violet, translucent, shimmering. The third group of guides he met, there were only two. Creativity, writing, drawing. His love for music comes from these. Again, the one in the purple robe was there. There is also one in a brown robe. At first, from the color, he thought this was Samuel. His intention this afternoon was to stay in contact with us, stay in the spiritual flow. We remind him that it is but a choice. And yes, one that takes practice. But dear ones, would it not be worthy to be that love you are all the time, and not to turn it on and off, so to speak? As many of you have been taught or have seen or have witnessed. Something nice to work on, dear ones, to keep a loving countenance about you at all times. Peace, compassion, love. Yes, we know. Your ego wants to step in with the yeah buts. So-and-so did this, that person cut me off in traffic. That person yelled at me. If you stand in a loving countenance, dear one, even in front of someone who is giving you the proverbial tongue lashing, those energies will flow right through you, for they have nothing to attach to if you respond with love. It's only when you drop in to a lower vibration of the ego that wishes to confront or retaliate that they have a place to land. Are there any questions, dear ones?
Samuel, I really appreciate the healing that you shared with us today, and I've been thinking about the animals. With all this new energy coming in, and how it's affecting the humans, I was curious about the animals and how it's affecting them, and can we share that love with the animals? I mean, would that be the best help for
Surely,
them?
dear ones, do not they share love with you?
Absolutely. I was just wondering if there was something more that we could do as they experience the shift.
You can sit with them. Do not animals. Respond to the love you send.
Mm-hmm.
Send them the pictures of the meditation that Sarah just led you through. Let them drink. Let them glow right along with you. These changes are ongoing. The more love, the more way you can find to share this love that you are. Months ago we said, beam it, dear ones. Continue to beam it. You can send it with your eyes. You can send it with your smile. You can send it with your heart. You can send it with your hands. Often as this one drives down the street, if he sees someone like the homeless man he saw today shuffling down the side of the road, as he drove by, he just sent him love. No, when it is sent from the heart, it is received on the soul level of the one you are sending it to. It matters not whether they respond from their humanness. It matters not whether they acknowledge you even pass them by. Their soul knows you passed them by, and you shared love with that soul. You are far more powerful, dear ones, than you realize. This energy that emanates from you does not stop at this flesh that covers your body. It radiates out from you. Gratitude. Express gratitude for your dear pets, for the love they show and share so willingly with you. Express gratitude for this vessel you occupy. For every breath it takes, it gives you a gift. For every beat of its heart, it gives you a gift. You chose to experience this realm, and this vessel allows you to do just that. Honor your vessel. Appreciate all it does for you. Honor it with rest. Honor it by sharing laughter with it now and again. For that brings joy to all your cells, dear ones.
Samuel,
Yes.
you've said that you've been with Keith probably forever. I was just curious as to whether or not, since Samuel has come into our realm of living, whether or not Samuel has been instrumental with us, anyone that comes in and out of the group here. Same thing with Sarah or Thomas, because sometimes I'll just be out of the clear blue, all of a sudden just think about what Sarah said and just stand there and say, all I am is love. And
Speaking to you, she is. This human realm can delude you. You see yourself walking around, envisioning yourselves as separate. But, dear ones, your energies are mingling. This whole group's energies mingle with each other. Samuel's, Sarah's, Thomas's mingle with yours.
has that always been, or when we made the choice to join the group? Or were we drawn because you were already with us? Kind of like a fishing reel.
This question has come up before, dear one. When this group that formed with his mediumistic friends, there were a number. Two have very close relationships with Samuel. Many have had him around. Many in this circle knew Samuel before they knew the one that sits before you. Not by that name necessarily. All is energy, dear ones. As not the one you call Cryon stated this. That each and every person you have ever loved, there is a piece of you with them still. Gives you a whole new perspective of this multidimensionality Cryon speaks of. Is that not what your scientists have found in the lab with their quantum experiments? How can one thing be a wave in one moment and be a particle in the next? Is that not multi-dimensional?
So when we're opening up to the quantum field, as you're talking about, which all there is energy, and there's no space, there's no time. When we initiate in our own mind the openness like Keith has, like so many of us are now, will that speed up our own I understand there's only now. Okay? Let's get that clear. There's only now. And now is good. But it's like the glimpses of seeing the particles or seeing the wave in just split seconds.
That's what we are talking about tonight, are we not? Rather than calling it a glimpse, why not just stay in it? This love that you are, this connection that you can have that is witnessed to you by synchronicities. This one called on Samuel to speak with another last night. Woke up at 4:30 a.m. this morning, knowing there was additional information to send this person he spoke with. Act on those instances. As you said, if Sarah comes and reminds you to respond with love, do it, dear ones. Discernment is always one of the questions that comes up. Know that if it is a true synchronicity, a true urge from the other side to get a message through to you, it will be in support of the other one or yourself. It will be of love, of compassion, of peace, of joy. It will never be of the energies of the ego. It will never be about control. That's what discernment is. Realizing that these baser energies do exist in you. They are there. And again, we tell you, you have a choice. You can respond from that energy. It may be an old pattern that rises in you. What we wish to tell you is these reminders from Sarah about love. Are they not reminding you that you have the choice? You can react with love, or you can choose something else.
Well, it doesn't always happen when it's in a situation. It happens just sitting there. All of a sudden, the words will come and I'll hear them the way it's Sarah's voice. And it's not like I have to do anything. It's the blanket that you feel.
Maybe she is just telling you to love yourself more. Maybe she is just reminding you that there we are here with you always. We have spoken of this before. You are surrounded. Each one of you has your own guardian angel that is there for you always, all the time, 24/7. To put it in your terms, never leaving you. Even if you sit there in total disgust and say, "Where are you?" Understand you cannot communicate when you are at a lower level like that. There is still this consciousness, this aspect of yourself that has to be in alignment to hear those messages. Have not each one of you been in a state of anger at some point in your life where it did not matter what anyone said, you were just furious? And even those around you could not get through to you. You were in such a state. The breath is helpful in those situations where you feel something rising up in you that you know you'd rather not entertain, so to speak. Breathe in the love that you are and exhale in gratitude for the gift you have been given. And take your vibration to a higher level with that very act.
Thank you, Samuel, for coming to visit with us tonight.
Thank you, dear ones. You are so very loved, so very much appreciated. Just this gathering ripples out farther than you can imagine, dear ones, the energy from this circle. And we so very much thank you and bid you adieu.